As we all know, Ghost Recon Breakpoint features a lot of bugs, weird mechanics and things like that. Every time something funny happens in this game, I record the clip or I take a screenshot, and over the last 20 days, like pretty much 3 weeks since the game came out, we are going to go through every single thing that doesn't make any sense to me at all. They're clips that are recorded on my Xbox, so the quality might be a little bit lower than normal. I mean, my quality is not the best anyway. But let's jump in. This is the first clip. You'll see my gear score at the top right, so you'll see its progression over time. There is a drone. Floating in the sky, nothing wrong with that. I start taking shots. And then eventually, Con gets the kill on it. It crashes into leaves that are just floating on a tree. And my loot, which at the time was important, got stuck. This one was just a funny clip. Took down the drone, watch the guy in the back, watch his corpse launch in a second. There he goes. That is literally the only time I've ever seen it in the game. This one happens pretty much every single time. When you shoot someone out of a chopper, they float mid-air for a couple of seconds. You'll see it's just coming up. The guy starts floating, and then he drops. This one is a successful barrel roll in a helicopter. Watch this as we take off. I hit a tree, and normally the blades would have got destroyed or something, but look at that. Absolutely nailed it. This one looks more than normal, but you'll see Con next to the drone. He couldn't actually see it. It wasn't there on his screen at all. And you'll see he's being shot at. If you look at the top right, he's not taking any damage. He just literally couldn't see that drone. This was something you don't see every day in Breakpoint. I managed to get some loot. It was a +1 at the time. I crouched behind a car because I saw that as cover. Watch how aggressive this other driver is. I literally bend down to put bandages on. You can see him on the mini-map. Just look at the state of it. Slams everything out of the way and just runs me over. I mean, he's an absolute lad for doing that. This one's purely a screenshot because I don't know why there's a lamp pretty much standing at the door saying hello, and I don't know why there's one just floating outside of the building. This one, I don't know why, but my character thought he could walk on trees. He literally just starts walking up the tree. We're like walking along the branches. Look at this. He just starts floating. And then, all of a sudden, glitches to the ground. This one was a co-op bug. I had this maybe going on for an hour or something. I actually had to relog. Look, whenever I went down any sort of a ledge, I would just start doing the Running Man challenge. And it went on for such a long time. This one, ignore the fact that Fizzle was sliding everywhere. This is the co-op bug happening again, where I start doing the Running Man challenge. And there we go. Dropped off the ledge, started doing it again. It literally happened so many times. We had such a laugh with this one. Again, Running Man challenge, same session. But Con decided to place C4 everywhere to try and blow me up. And then the vehicle hit me, got knocked out of it, and I managed to escape the explosion. I did have clips of the Jeeps in the game doing like perfect flips. But for some reason, Xbox hasn't recorded them properly. But this one I found quite funny. I literally spawned into Error 1. And someone's sniper they weren't even holding it, it was just floating, and it just stuck perfectly through my chest. Ignore the dodgy accuracy in this one, but again, the NPCs where they're driving can be really aggressive from time to time. And it doesn't make sense because 80% of the time they don't do it, but he absolutely slaughtered me. I remembered this one instantly. If you see a vehicle coming straight towards you, you don't jump towards the vehicle. Watch what these NPCs do. They actually jump towards me. Sometimes it's probably hard for devs to get it right with locations of things and positioning. But this turret, the poor turret, when I kill it, like once I've blown it up, there's no need for it to be spawned halfway inside a rock or like only half a turret there. The world has lied to us. My entire life I never knew that drones have feelings too. Look at this guy out of nowhere just wanting a cuddle. Wait for it. Where is he? Come say hello to your new best friend. But there he is. Look, he's coming to say hello. Look, they just ram into each other. It's so funny to see it happen. Look, and then it's just glitching everywhere. This was the final mission of the game. The final main story mission. This is a behemoth I'm about to take down. It takes me 5 shots. That is shot number 1. That is shot number 2. You can see the health coming off it. That's the 3rd shot. There's the 4th. And as it starts moving, there's the final shot. 5 shots, behemoth dead. I mean, if only it was that easy for the rest of the behemoths in the game. This one is the loot. This is the final mission of the game. Every single loot drop, regardless of your gear score, is 150. Every other mission in the game is at your current gear score. Look at this, pick it up. Is 91 negative. Final mission of the entire story. Again with the chest, minus 91. This one shows how much NPCs ignore developers, because the devs put in the previous patch notes, they fixed the NPCs not spawning in all the time. Well, Jace Skell, decided to take a coffee break, with no permission, he just disappeared. Then a few seconds later, well, overall it was about a minute or so later, he decided to come back off his coffee break. And that is pretty much it for things that don't make sense at the moment. I mean, I'm going to be playing this game a fair bit more. I've done the main story and stuff now, but when there's new content coming out, I'm sure we will find some more weird bugs. So that's going to do it for the video. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments. What's the craziest thing you've ever seen in the game? I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.